Good evening. Welcome to a Got Grip television special. A debate. The question is, was Humpty Dumpty pushed off the wall, or was it merely an accident? To discuss these matters are Andrew Reherchuk, Brandon Holland, and Adam Roth, and Paul Taylor. Paul and Adam will be saying that it was a violent act, while Andrew and Brandon say it was an accident. Now, opening statements. Andrew?
Brandon and I believe that Humpty Dumpty was not pushed, but indeed fell off the wall. The rhyme says that he was tried to be put back together by the king's men, but I don't think they would have. Anyways.
Thank you, Andrew. And now, Paul Taylor.
Thank you, Reese. Adam and I firmly believe this was not some freak accident. The fact of the matter is that Humpty Dumpty's family is grieving, and we're here to uncover the truth. We want to lay the truth out before everyone. We want justice for Humpty Dumpty. This was not an accident. This was homicide, and we will prove that this evening.
To refresh your memories, the nursery rhyme goes, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Now, to go over the rules of tonight's debate, each person will speak twice. Each person will have 30 seconds to speak, and we will alternate sides. First is Andrew.
Thank you, Reese. My esteemed colleagues over there believe that Humpty Dumpty was pushed, violently I might add. Personally, I believe that he was not pushed. Personally, I think it was just a mere accident. People die sometimes. And why would someone push him anyways? He was a friendly person, a good member of the community, paid his taxes, went to church. He was a good person. Why would anyone have a reason to try and kill him? Personally, I see nothing. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Andrew. And now, Paul.
Thank you, Reese. The truth is out there, ladies and gentlemen, and I will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that there is plenty of evidence from the nursery rhyme. For example, one point. It states in the nursery rhyme that all of the king's horses and all of the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Why did the king send horses to put an egg back together? Why did the king not send doctors? The fact of the matter is, if the king had wanted Humpty to live, Humpty would still be alive to this day. And now his family is bereaved because of the king's negligence.
There you, Paul. And now, Brandon Holland.
Thank you, Reese. And as Andrew said before, he was a good egg. There was nothing dirty about him. Like, there's nothing that he was involved with that would get him whacked, so to speak. I mean, it sounds to me that this whole violent act thing is more of just like giving the wife and the kids something to blame. Someone to blame for this horrific accident, this slip. It's nothing more than just a slip. There's no proof. They've done tests, DNA, all that sort of stuff. So that's what I have to say.
To refute Brandon's statements, Adam.
Thank you, Reese. Master Holland is trying to put the blame on the family, and that is absolutely wrong. These eggs are in grief for their loving and respectful Humpty Dumpty. Now, the fact is, there is no evidence that that the egg would just fall down on its own. He is a well-balanced egg. He got up there, and there's no reason why he should slip off.
And now, for our second round of arguments, beginning with Andrew.
Thank you, Reese. Like Adam said just mere seconds ago, he said, it is not easy for an egg to just climb up onto a wall and slip off. I disagree. It is actually quite easy for an egg to just slip off, because as you can see, they are a rounded, circular type of, actually oval-like object, and it's easy for something like that to just slip off a wall. Like at the shape it's at, say he's sitting on something like this, right? He's just going to slip off. I mean, eggs don't have a whole lot of grip to them. They're not like a shoe. Thank you.
Interesting arguments. And now, to Paul.
Thank you, Reese. 2 points I'd like to make, the first of which being Humpty Dumpty would have sat on this wall many, many times, obviously. I'm sure this wasn't the first time he had done that, and therefore he would have been experienced and seasoned at having sat on the wall. Why would he have just slipped off and fell? Tragic story, tragic. The second argument, of course, being if the king had truly sent all of his most skilled men to fix Humpty Dumpty, I think even with the technology and with the first aid they would have had then, it would have been more than possible for them to reassemble Humpty Dumpty, or at least get him in a state where they would have been able to take him to the hospital and have him fixed. Thank you.
Now, Brandon.
Alright, I am here to say once again that it must have been just a mere accident. I mean, why was Humpty on the wall anyways? If he fell, he deserved it. I mean, any person who goes up on a wall, what are you expecting to happen? I mean, was he meditating or what? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, sure, you're saying, of course, yeah, they could have fixed him. Well, how do you know they could have fixed him? I mean, maybe it was irreparable. Maybe he was broken into a million different pieces. I mean, how are you supposed to pick them up?
Time. Our final 30-second clip goes to Adam.
Thank you, Reese. What was Humpty Dumpty doing up on the wall? He was doing a standard security check for the king. He was ordered to do it, and many people had done it before him. Now, it is true. If he had broken into a million pieces, then he would not be able to be put back together again. So, obviously, someone did a very thorough job.
We are now on the final leg of our debate. The only things left are the closing statements. First, Brandon.
Thank you, Reese. For my final argument, I would like to say that having talked to Dumpty a week before the incident, he didn't sound like an egg running from anything or anybody. He sounded carefree, laid back. I think he just went up onto the wall. He was showing off to the other eggs. And he must have just slipped. It was a freak accident, nothing more.
Teenagers
Thank you.
do dumb things.
And now for our final thought, Adam Roth.
Thank you, Reese. In closing, I don't believe Humpty Dumpty fell down by accident. He knew what he was doing at the time. He was full aware of what he was trying to do. And he was not showing off to the other eggs. He was just trying to do his job. And someone decided to wreck his life and cut it off short.
Thank you, Adam. On behalf of Brandon, Andrew, Adam, Paul, and myself, I'd like to thank you for watching. Was Humpty Dumpty pushed, or did he merely fall? I leave that up to you. Thank you for watching, and good night.